Hi guys, and welcome back into my kitchen. Today we're going to make a dessert in the pressure cooker, and I've got this little trivet in the bottom of the cooker, and I put 2 cups of water in there and right there, and we're just going to set that aside for the time being. And this is a different pressure cooker because the new one that I just bought I had to send back. I had to send it back because it wouldn't cook right. So I'm waiting now to decide what I want to do. This one works fine. It's just, I don't know. I want an oval one. I've been looking on the internet. Okay, today we're going to make moist brownies. And these are little 5-inch, these are springform pans because I couldn't find just a plain pan. A plain pan would do fine. But I got 2 of them. 2 5-inch springform pans, and I sprayed them really good with, excuse me, a cooking spray. Alright, we're going to get busy making the stuff now. So into this small bowl I got a teaspoon of vanilla, and I'm going to add sugar. It's a cup of sugar. I'm going to add 1 egg. And I'm going to add, let's see, a stick of melted butter. All of that's going in there. I'm going to whisk it together. I might just use a spatula. We'll see if the spatula works. If it doesn't work, I'll get the whisk out. I'll break that egg yolk and just start mixing it. Get it all mixed in real well. Excuse me. Yeah, I think this spatula is going to do just fine. Alright. Got that. Now, I gotta get this stuff out of here. Hold on. In another bowl. It's not too big a bowl. It's not the biggest bowl I have, but you know, a decent sized bowl. Let me move this. I've got, can you see it? No. A 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. Excuse me. I got 1/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa. And I'm gonna mix all that together, and I don't think I need to use that spatula. I'll just use a fork. I'm gonna mix this together. You know, when I was measuring out this cocoa, I've got it up in a cupboard, and when I reached for it, it slipped and it fell on the floor. The top came off, and I had cocoa powder all over the floor. can be such a klutz sometimes. Alright. I think that's pretty well mixed just with a fork. Yeah. Alright. Now I'm going to put these wet ingredients, the butter and sugar and vanilla and egg. I'm going to put these into this dry. And I'm going to combine it all together. And if I see it's going to take a minute, I'll bring you back. If it's not, then we'll just hang with it. Alright, I got it all over my hands. So here we go. I'm going to combine these. Try not to make a big mess, because I'm noted for that, you know. Yeah, see how simple that is? Probably should have sifted that cocoa powder because it's still showing some lumps in here. And I know flour will, when it bakes, it'll cook out, but I'm not sure about cocoa powder. I guess we'll find out when this is over whether it does or not. Alright, now I've got that mixed. And I got 2 more ingredients. I have 1/3 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Now, if you just have milk chocolate, don't let it worry you. Just use them. I thought that's all I had, and I measured out some milk chocolate, and then I found the semi-sweet. And I've got 1/2 cup of walnuts. I'm going to add that in there now. You can use pecans. You can probably use any kind of nut you want. Whatever suits your fancy. And I'm going to mix this all together. And I'm going to put it in these little spring pans here, 5-inch spring pans. I think, just in case anybody wants to know, I think I ordered those off Amazon. I got 2 5-inch and 2 7-inch. Get this up. Alright. That looks pretty well mixed to me. Alright, now the trick here, excuse my messy hands, I've got to divide this between the 2 5-inch pans. Let's see, I'm going to put this much in this one. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. And I'm going to, you know, smooth it out the best I can. Then I'll put the rest of it, which I hope I divided it evenly. If I didn't, what's it going to hurt? Nothing. Just got to relax when you cook. Just relax. Don't let anything bother you. People make mistakes all the time, so it's no big deal. And it's really no big deal if these aren't accurate. I mean, exactly equal. It doesn't matter. Alright. I got that spread out. Let me get this off my hands. I'm just going to put it right down in there, wherever it may go. And then let me show you what I'm going to do next after I wash my hands. Alright, I think that's good enough. Okay, let me get this thing out of the way. This bowl. You know, I'm funny about cleaning bowls up. I told you before, my mother, there were 5 of us children. I'm the oldest of 5. And we would be waiting to lick that bowl, and she'd get it so clean there was barely anything to lick. Washing my hands. Alright. Now here's the interesting part of this. The trivet, if you don't have a trivet, one of these little wire things, get about 3 of the bands that go on your mason jars, you know, your canning jars, and put them down in the bottom, and that'll support anything. Anything. So anyway, I got my trivet in there. I'm gonna, let's see if I can get this out. I'm gonna put this down in here. Can't see it, can you? Alright. I'm going to put the bottom one down. And I'm going to put the next one right on top of it. Now it says to cover it with tin foil or just put a cover on it. Well, I have this pan cover. It'll just fit right over it. So that's what's going on. That's what I'm going to use. Excuse me. You just have to keep the moisture out of the top one. See, the one that's on the bottom is covered by the other one, so that protects it. Alright, I'm going to close this lid. I'm going to let it come to pressure, and I'm going to set my timer on high for 25 minutes, and then we'll be back. Alright, here's our first little pan of brownies. The other one's right over here. But let me tell you, when your 25 minutes are up, you have to let the pressure cooker, the release valve, you've got to let that release naturally for 10 minutes. And then you do a quick release on it. Then when you take carefully take your little pans of brownies out, and they have to sit for 10 minutes. So now we're going to see how this works. I've never done brownies in a pressure cooker. I've never done a dessert in one, but we're going to do a few of them. So I'm going to take oh my goodness, look at that, just dropped right out. And I'm going to cut it, oh my goodness, I'm going to cut it in like a pie. Ooh, I actually like mine done more than this. It said moist brownies. I don't think it meant this moist. Whoops-a-daisy. I'm going to cut it a couple more times here. I'm going to have to get a plate because I just cannot see. This brownie does not look right to me, guys. And I let it sit 10 minutes. I did the whole shebang exactly like it said. Maybe I should have cooked it longer. I don't know. Let's see. I used to have a real small I probably can't find it now that I need it. You know, when you go through things, you see them. And then when you need them, you can't find it. Well, I'm going to try to get it out. Get a piece out. Whew. With this fork. I mean knife. Let's just try part of one right here. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I like my brownies. It said moist brownies. And I have to tell you, that it tastes cooked, but it's not cooked well enough for me. But I'm thinking perhaps 25 minutes wasn't enough time. Here we go. And you know, it's 15 psi high. Let me give it a taste. Well, it's absolutely delicious. It really is. It's one of the best tasting brownies I've ever had. But when I make it again, and I will because it's very good, I will cook it longer. So good. Alright guys, thank you for coming in today. Spending part of your day with me. Give me a thumbs up. I know this doesn't seem like a recipe you'd want to make, but just, I would do it 25 minutes. I mean, it could be my pressure cooker. I don't know if I've even got one that works right. But try it for 25 minutes. Let it release naturally for 10 minutes. Then do a quick release on it. Pull your pans out and let them sit 10 minutes. And before you try to take them out of the pan. And maybe 25 will be enough in your pressure cooker. It was not in mine. But they're worth making. They're delicious. Give me a thumbs up if you like the recipe. And please subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to give you a close-up. You may not want one, but I'm going to give you one. Let's see. There it is. It's really delicious. It's worth making. Hopefully your pressure cooker will work better than mine. Thank you for spending part of your day with me, and until next time, you take care.